Hello friends, we meet again. This is day one of the Bob Dylan audio quarantine diaries. And what you're hearing right now, it's just me, Bob Dylan, and my piano. And as you know, I ain't played guitar since Mississippi banned the eating of live catfish under the guise of a screaming tuna sandwich. A sad day for us all. And no, my band's not with me either. No, ain't nobody with me. When the quarantine began, well, I sent some rough and tumble men to knock some sense into my bandmates until they consented to take blame for spreading the coronavirus to Columbia Records. And I've always said this. The coronavirus that you and I know is the sort of tragedy that only T.S. Eliot could have articulated in the feline form. But the true threat of the coronavirus lies deep in our hearts. And if you and I stay locked up too long in our personal Victorian libraries, we're going to forget not just the blues, but the entire American folk music and culinary traditions altogether. So I'm recording this to share with you the visage of a song I first heard when I was a younger man. I'd been lying awake in the passenger car of a steam engine locomotive, traveling 100 miles a minute from St. Louis, Missouri to St. Louis Park, Minnesota, and I'd hear magical sounds twinkling like a muffled whisper humming from my radio. Now, a lot of those songs, I never did get to hear their authors play them live. But there's one time in my life that I saw the legend himself, Mr. Fred Rogers. I never met Mr. Fred Rogers, but he and I were once in the same auditorium. He was up there on the stage, and I was also allegedly there. The good Reverend did not even say a single word the entire time, but he looked straight at me, and his eyes stared into my soul, as if in that very moment the 12 rings of Venus were piercing my heart. His sharp glance was terrifying. His very gaze could have turned a man of God into a child of the night. And as I lost control of my upper body, I bowed and I kneeled. And this is the song that I heard. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? It's Daniel Tiger's neighborhood, a land of make-believe. Won't you ride along with me? It's Daniel Tiger's neighborhood, so much to do, so much to see. Won't you ride along with me? I've got lots of friends for you to meet. Gamblers, gangsters, beatniks, streetniks. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Daniel Tiger's neighborhood. Want you all to stay healthy now.